Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Shankaram Loka Shankaram Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shanta Rupinam Shri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Udan Maham.
Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Shankaram Loka Shankaram Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande GurorMandalam. With the abundant blessings of our Acharya Swamiji, we have been having for the last more than a month continuously the sessions of Vande GurorMandalam on Adi Shankara Stotras. Now we are in Saundarya Lahari Shloka number 28.
Namaskaram. Sudhamapyasvadya pratibhayajara mrityuharinim vipadyante vishve vidhishatamakhadhyadivishadaha karalam yatkshvelam kabalitavatah kalakalana na shambhostanmulam tava janani tatanka mahima.
In this shloka, Devi's Tatanka Mahima is praised. The benefit for this shloka is fear of poison, fear of untimely death, we get relief. Now, Sudhamapi Aswadya Pratibhaya Jaramrityu Harini Vipadyante Vishwe Vidhishata Makhadyaha Divishadaha. Vidhishata Makhadyaha Divishadaha. Devas, Divishadaha or Devas. Devas including Brahma. Shatamakha is Devendra. Brahma, Indra and others. Adyaha, others. Sudhamapi Aswadya. Even after having tasted, even after having taken Sudha, Amritam, which is Pratibhaya Jaramrityu Harini. Pratibhaya means terrible fear, extraordinary fear. Jara is old age. Mrityu is death. Harini, removing all this. Remover of terrible fear, old age and death. That is Amrita. That they have taken, consumed. Aswadya actually is used generally for sweet taste. So, Aswadanam. Swadu means sweet taste. So, actually here, since Amrita is of sweet taste, he is using it like that. Now, even those having taken Amrita, Vipadyante Vishwe, Vishwe in this universe, Vipadyante, they meet with destruction. Even after having taken Amritam, these Brahma, Devendra and others. Whereas, Karalam Yatkvelam Kavalitavataha Kalakalana Nashambhoho Tanmulam Tavajanani Tatanka Mahima Yat. Whereas, Karalam Shvelam, terrible poison. Karalam means terrible. When Devi assumes the form of Kali, one of the names given to Kali is Karali. Terrible, terrible poison. Kabalita Vadaha, having taken that terrible poison, na Shambhoho Kala Kalana. For Shambhu, there is no Kala Kalana. Kala Kalana means the timely intervention of Kala. That is Kala Kalana. That is, he doesn't want to say death. Instead of using the term death, he says there is no intervention of Kala, because all of us are taken away at the right time by Kala, by Yama. So, Kala is not able to act on him at the right time when he has consumed poison. That is the right time, isn't it? For others, there was a problem. They all had miserably failed. Of course, this Vipadyante Vishwe is during the time of Pralaya. During the time of Pralaya, they all meet with destruction, the others. Whereas even during the time of Pralaya, that is understood, even during the time of Pralaya, even after having taken poison, there is no destruction for Shiva. He should have died when he took poison, or he should have died when there is Pralaya. On both occasions, he survived. Na shambhos tanmoolam tabajanani tatanka mahima tanmoolam. The reason for all this, the basic reason for this is Janani, O mother, tava tatanka mahima, the glory of your tatanka, the ear ornament. These ear ornaments are a must for Pativrata women, for Suvasini women. Shastras are saying that, and our Mahan saints have also been emphasizing this. The Suvasini woman should never be without a tatanka. That is why he is saying Tava tatanka mahima, which actually means Tava pativritya mahima. Instead of saying pativritya mahima, which is the actual fact, he is saying tatanka mahima in order to glorify the tatanka. In the case of Devi, in the case of Tiruvanekkaval, Achilandeshwari, tatankas are Sri Chakras, established by Adi Shankara himself in Tiruvanekkaval, Jambukeshwari. Now there, the two tatankas of Devi are the two Sri Chakras, which were established by Adi Shankara himself, and our acharyas are the only acharyas who go there and do refurbishing of this tatanka whenever required during the time of Kumbhabhishekam. No other, in any other temple, even if acharya doesn't go, the concerned purohit, concerned pujari would be able to do all that is required, isn't it, including Kumbhabhishekam. But here, for tatanka pratishtha, our acharya has to go personally, because it is Sri Chakra. So, here he says, it is the glory of your tatanka which has given rise to this situation where Shiva is saved from this terrible poison, effects of terrible poison. And of course, he is not saying that at the time of Pralaya, because at the time of Pralaya, the others meet destruction, he said. So it is understood. Sri Rudram says, Yate Rudra Shiva Tanu Shiva Rudraha Bheshaji Shiva Rudrasya Bheshaji Sayano Bradajivase. So here he says, Parvati, who is your half form, is the medicine for the entire universe. Shiva Vishwaha Bheshaji Yate Rudra Shiva Tanuhu, who is your half form. She is medicine for the entire universe. And Shiva Rudrasya Bheshaji, she is medicine for you also, Rudra too. You are living even after consuming poison because of her grace. Shiva Rudrasya Bheshaji. Tayano Mrida Jivase, because of that you are living. Oh Mrida. Mrida means easily pleased. That is Shiva. Now, Sudhamapyaswadya Pratibhaya Jara Mrityu Harinim Vipadyante Vishve Vidhishatamakhadyaha Divishataha Karalam Yatshvelam Kabalitavataha Kalakalana Nashambho Tanmoolam Tavajanani Tatanka Mahima.
किरीटं वैरिञ्चं परिहरपुरः कैटभभिदः कठोरे कोटीरे स्खलसि जहि जम्भारि मुकुटं प्रणम्रे श्वेतेषु प्रसभमुपयातस्य भवनं भवस्याभ्युत्थाने तव परिजनोक्तिर्विजयते.
Having projected Devi as the supreme power, and having mentioned in one of the earlier slokas that Shiva is actually a part of Shakti. Shakti is supreme, Shiva is part of Shakti. This is how we have been told many slokas so far. Now, but having created Shiva out of her own power as Parashakti, she created Shiva out of her own power. She went and married Shiva. So, as a Grihini, what is her responsibility? We have seen it before. As a grihastha and grihini, they have a responsibility to show to the world how a grihastha and grihini should act. We have seen that. So here he says, when Parameshwara enters the mansion where Devi is seated, immediately Parvati gets up. Devi gets up. He gets up as a response to Parameshwara's entry. This is the sign of respect which has been enjoined on us. It is not a choice. Shastras are very clear. When we are seated, when an elder comes, not necessarily our acharya or a saint or a sannyasi, no. Anybody who is elder to us, jnana vriddhaha, vayo vriddhaha, shila vriddhaha, these are all praised in Ramayana, isn't it? Rama shows great respect to all these vriddhas, not necessarily in age, even in shila, even in jnana. So when they come, and if you continue to sit without getting up, there is a chance that you may face death. This is what Shastras say. Because pranaha utkramanti, the life force starts going up from the foot onwards and goes to the top. And if you still don't get up, the prana leaves your body. This is what Shastra says. It's very clear mention in Shastra. So to teach us this Shastric requirement, Devi gets up very quickly. What happens at that time? The Sahelis, the female attendants, they advise her. Okay, you are getting up in a hurry, no doubt, but be careful. Kiritam vairincham parihara puraskaita bhavidaha kathore potire skhalasi jahi jambhari makutam. Kiritam vairincham parihara, avoid the crown of Brahma, because Brahma, Vishnu, Devendra and other devatas are prostrating at Devi's feet. This is an occasion. It so happened when they came and when they were prostrating, Shiva entered the scene unexpectedly. Nobody knew that Shiva is going to come. So this is the scene which has been shown here. So these female attendants are advising, be careful, avoid the crown of Brahma. Pura Kaitabhabidaha Kathore Kotire Kalasi. Kaitabhabhit is Vishnu, the killer of Madhu and Kaitabha. So Vishnu, Puraha, in front of you, Vishnu's horned crown is there. Kotira is the crown. The horned surface of the crown is there. You may slip, you may stumble. Kalasi is actually stumbling. You may stumble and fall down. Jahi, Jambhari, Makutam. Also avoid the crown of Jambhari, that is Devendra. Devendra is known by several names we have seen. Valari, Jambhari, etc. He has killed so many asuras, and those names come here. He has killed an asura called Jambha. So avoid the crown of Devendra also. Pranamreshu, Yeteshu. When these devas are prostrating to you, Prasabham Upayatasya Bhavasya Prasabham Bhavasya Bhavanam Upayatasya. Bhavasya is Parameshwara, Bhava. Bhavanam Upayatasya. He has come to this house. Prasabham Abhyuthane. When he enters, you are getting up in a hurry. Abhyuthane is getting up. When Vishnu gets up from sleep at the end of 4 months, that Ekadashi is known as Utthane Ekadashi. Sayana Ekadashi, Utthane Ekadashi. So same, Abhyuthana means getting up. When she gets up, Prasabham, in a hurry, in an agitated manner, Prasabham, in a hurry she gets up. When Shiva enters the house, Bhavasya Bhavanam Upayatasya. Then what happens? Sava Parijanoktir Vijayate. Whatever your female attendant around you, whatever they say has been mentioned already in the first part. So whatever they say is victorious, is correct. That is the way it should be. So we have been told, we have been shown by Devi herself as to the necessity of our following Dharma Shastra requirements. This is emphasized by Mahaprabhu frequently in his discourses on Saundara Lahari also. Though Devi is supreme, she is showing the necessary respect to Shiva whenever required to keep up the Shastric requirements. Kiritam Vairincham Pariharapura Kaitabhavidaha Kathore Kotire Skalasi Jahi Jambhari Makutam Pranamre Sheteshu Prathavam Upayatasya Bhavanam Bhavasya Tava Parijanoktir Vijayate.
स्वदेहोद्भूताभिः घृणिभिरणिमाद्याभिरभितः निषेव्ये नित्ये त्वामहमिति सदा भावयति यः किमाश्चर्यं तस्य त्रिनयनसमृद्धिं तृणयतो महासंवर्ताग्निर्विरचयति नीराजनविधिम्.
Now, Devi is being worshipped as our own Atma. That is the substance of this sloka. And the benefit is Parakaya Pravesha. Sometimes the benefits, or only the scholars, Jnanis, can find out how they found out these benefits. These benefits are not directly visible in the sloka, but they have listed it as a benefit. For every sloka, there is a benefit. Now, Parakaya Pravesha, that is, you can enter someone else's body, leaving your own body aside, do some work using that body, come back to your body after that work is over and occupy your body. This is Parakaya Pravesha. Now, that is one of those great siddhis which some saints have used in their lifetime for helping people. These siddhis are all used only for blessing, helping people. Sudehodbhutabhihi grinibhihi animadhyabhirabhitaha Yashevye nitye tvam ahamiti sada bhavayati yaha Sudehot Sudeha udbhutabhihi grinibhihi. Grini is rays. The rays which are emanating from your body. Animadhyabhihi. What are those rays? Those rays are great siddhis. We have seen Ashtamaha siddhis, Anima, etc. The 8 Mahasiddhis are Anima, Mahima, Laghima, Garima, Prapti, Prakamyam, Vashitvam and Ishitvam. That is, being very tiny, being very large, being very light, being very heavy, going wherever desired, Prapti. Prakamyam is enjoying whatever type of pleasure you want. Whatever you want, it comes to you immediately. Vashitvam, that is getting somebody under your vasha, under your control. Ishitvam is the greatest of these. That is, you become a lord of certain area or certain group of people, etc. You start lording them over. That is Ishitvam. Now, this kind of siddhi, Animadya Bhirabhitaha, she is surrounded by these siddhis, like Anima. Devi is surrounded by these siddhis, and these siddhis are nothing but the rays which came from Devi's form. Devi's form emanates rays which are in the form of siddhis, and they are surrounding her. Nishevye animadhyabhihi abhitaha nishevye means they are serving you, standing all around you. Nitye is an address to Devi. You are Shashvata. You are always there, ever present, not affected by time, past, present, and future. Tvam ahamiti sada bhavayati yaha. One who meditates on you, thinking you or I. Tvam ahamiti. Aham brahmasmi. That is the connotation here. Aham brahmasmi. I am Brahma. With that idea, if someone meditates on you, when he meditates, he is seeing these animadi shaktis, siddhis around you, and he is affected by that in the sense that these are visible to him. And he says that I am you. Now this is exactly same, which has come in Lalita Sahasranama Dhyana Shloka. Arunam Karuna Tarangitakshim Dhrutapashankusha Pushpabana Animadhiviravritam Mayukhaihi or race of animals, etc. Animadibhi avritam surrounded. Ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. You should concentrate on Bhavani with the idea Aham iti eva. You are me, I am you. That is the feeling you should have. This shloka which appears in Jnana shlokas of Lalita Sahasranama has been composed by not less than Bhagavan Dattatreya. Dattatreya is the composer of this shloka. Now he says, for one who meditates on you in this manner, Kimascharyam tasya trinayana samuddhim trinayataha mahasamvarta virachayati nirajana vidhim tasya, for him, trinayana samuddhim trinayataha, he considers as a piece of grass the prosperity, the glory of Parameshwara. Trinayana is Parameshwara. Parameshwara comes to him running, offering him all that he can offer. That is Jnana, Moksha, etc. These are the highest which Parameshwara can offer. Now, but this sadhaka does not pay any attention to that. He considers them equal to Trina. Trina is grass. In Ramayana, this Trina comes for mention in a very celebrated scene where Ravana goes and meets Sita in Ashokavanam. After Ravana goes into a long speech, Sita is going to talk to him for the first time. So she puts a piece of grass in between. Trinamantarata kritva pratyuvacha shuchismita. This is all what Valmiki says. Trinamantarata kritva. She puts a piece of grass. Then shuchismita pratyuvacha with a smile. Even in that miserable condition, she is smiling. And then she replies. That is the height of confidence, self-confidence. So that you get by treating like Trina whatever is offered to you. He was offering the entire kingdom to her. He was placing the entire kingdom at her feet. She considers Ravana as Trina. That is the idea. In fact, this Trina Mantarata Kritva has been interpreted, has been given 22 meanings in Vyakhyanas by scholars. One of them is this, that I consider you, Ravana, as nothing more than Trina. That is one. Of course, another is Shastra Vichara. When Pativrata Sri talks to a stranger, she is not supposed to talk to him at all. And if she has to talk to him, she has to have an intermediary. So there is no intermediary there available. So she put a piece of grass as an intermediary to fulfill the Shastra requirement. So this aspirant, he considers even the Samrajya of Parameshwara, whatever it is, Jnana or Moksha, Samriddhi, Trinayana Samriddhi, as nothing more than Trina, Trinayataha, Kimascharya. There is no wonder in this. That is what Adi Shankara says. There is no wonder in this devotee rejecting Trinayana Samriddhi as nothing more than Trina. Then what further to him? Mahasamvarta Agnihi Virachayati Nirajana Vidhim. Mahasamvarta Agni is the Agni at the time of Pralaya. See, Pralaya does not take place in 1 minute in one sequence. No. Nothing takes place in 1 minute in one sequence. Even creation takes very long time. It goes through several, there is a krama, there is a process of creation. First the elements are created, then first Tanmatras are created, then the elements are created, then the Virat Swarupa, all that is there. Similarly, in the destruction, same process, evolution and involution. The involution process has to be done. So, at that time, what happens is, initially, there is the tremendous Vayu, tremendous winds. They come and displace everything. There is complete destruction caused by wind. Even an ordinary cyclone, we are facing destruction. What will happen at the Pralaya wind? After that comes this Agni. Maha Samvarta Agni is Pralaya Kala Agni. Kalagni Rudra. Actually, the Devata in charge of this is Kalagni Rudra. He comes and dispatches this Agni all over the place, all over the universe, and everything is completely destroyed in fire. After that comes the Samvarta Megha, the clouds, which are also throwing down heavy showers, unprecedented showers. The showers which we see are nothing in comparison with those showers. We can only, there are 7 such clouds, and those clouds are throwing down such heavy showers. Then that is Pralaya. That is the completion of Pralaya. We say Pralaya waters, isn't it? It ends with that. So that Maha Samvarta Agni, that Pralaya Kala Agni, instead of consuming this person, that Agni should have consumed, isn't it? It consumes everything. Whatever is there in the universe is all consumed in that fire. Nothing is left. Then, but when the Agni faces this person, Nirajana Vidhim Virachayati, the Agni shows Deeparasana to him, Nirajana to him, offers respect to him. He doesn't touch, the Agni doesn't touch. Kalagni Rudra doesn't touch him. Of course, at a later stage, he is going to merge with Devi. As a prelude to that, even his body is not touched. So, Kim Ashcharyam, what is the wonder about it? That is why he mentioned this Animadi Siddhis, because he doesn't care for the Siddhis, though in his mental vision, that is why we saw Animadi Vravradam Mayukaihi Ahamityeva Vibhavaye Bhavani. Same concept here. In his mental concept, when he is offering Atma Samarpanam, when he is offering his own self at the feet of Devi, he is seeing all these things. That is, he is not enticed by these siddhis. Actually, these siddhis are a great obstacle in spiritual progress. Shastras repeatedly say, the saints have repeatedly mentioned it. There was no saint who was not having siddhi. All saints had a lot of siddhis, but they never exercised those siddhis. Exercising once will make you exercise again and again, and you will become a slave to the siddhi. So they never exercised, even though they were jnanis. So this aspirant, he was seeing those siddhis, but he was never enticed by those siddhis. He was continuing in the same thought process of Swam Ahamiti Sada Bhavayati. Then, even when Parameshwara's Samrajya was offered to him, he considered it as nothing more than a piece of grass, and Samvarta Agni, the Pralayakala Agni, offers Nirajana to him. Sadehodbhutabhihi grinibhiranimādhyabhirabhito nishevyo nityettvamahamithi sada bhavayati yaha kimaścharyam tasya trinayana samriddhyam trinayato baha samvartagnir virachayati nirajana vidhim.
चतुष्षष्ट्या तन्त्रैः सकलमतिसन्धाय भुवनम् स्थितस्तत्तत्सिद्धिप्रसवपरतन्त्रैः पशुपतिः पुनस्त्वन्निर्बन्धादखिलपुरुषार्थैकघटना स्वतन्त्रम् ते तन्त्रम् क्षितितलमवातीतरदिदम्.
This is very interesting event, very interesting event happening between Shiva and Devi. Very interesting, very beautifully presented. What he says here is, the benefit of this is 64 tantras and Sri Vidya is the subject of this, and the benefit is Sarva Vashikaram. You can enchant everyone on earth. That is Sarva Vashikaram. Now, what he says here is that, let us see the shloka itself. Chatushtya Tantraihi Sakalamati Sandhaya Bhuvanam Chita Tat Siddhi Prasava Paratantraihi Pashupatihi. We start with Pashupati, Parameshwara. He created 64 tantras. Chatushtya Tantraihi. He created 64 tantras. And all those tantras, there are many, many tantras, all of them are related to Shakti. All the Shakti Tantra, there are many, Lakshmi Tantra, Katyayani Tantra, Kali Tantra, etc. All of them have been taught like a Purana, in a Purana format, by Shiva to Parvati. You open any of the Tantras, this is the format. Shiva to Parvati Upadesha. So he created 64 Tantras. Sakalam Atisandhaya Bhuvanam, Sakalam Bhuvanam Atisandhaya. By creating 64 Tantras, he cheated this entire world. Sitaha, after cheating the entire world, he kept quiet. Sitaha, he kept quiet. Tat tat siddhi prasava paratantraihi chatushatya tantraihi tat tat siddhi prasava paratantraihi. This is the adjective for those 64 tantras. Because why he is using the word? He has cheated this entire world. Because what was the benefit of those 64 tantras? Tat tat siddhi prasava. It will give you a special siddhi, like we saw, this Ashtamaha siddhi. Like that, every tantra had a specific siddhi associated with it. That is why he is using tat tat siddhi. Siddhi associated with every tantra. Prasava. So generating that siddhi, creating that siddhi. Paratantraihi, that is the most important description. Paratantraihi, because later on he is using the word Swatantra. Paratantraihi means Tantra other than what is required. All the 64 were talking about siddhis which are not required. They were not talking about something which is most required. So concentrating on other tantras, Paratantraihi. So other tantras other than the main tantra were created. 64 of them were created by Pashupati, and he cheated the entire world. Then what happened? Punaha tvan nirbandhat. On seeing this, Devi became upset. She said, well, you have created 64 tantras, but the most important tantra you have not taught the world, because that is very esoteric. This Sri Vidya Tantra, which we are now going through, this Tantra which Devi is now referring to, this is what had not been covered by Shiva. He was covering all other tantras. The Sri Vidya Tantra, Sri Chakra Tantra, is not covered by Shiva at that point of time. That is what upset Devi. Because this is very esoteric, very secret. It's not supposed to be given out so easily. So he had reserved it. So when Devi found that he had reserved it, Nitan Nirbandhat, by persuasion, your persuasion. Akhila Purushartheke Latana Swatantram Te Tantram. This is described as Te Tantram. This is whatever we are now studying. Your Tantra, that is Sri Vidya Tantra. Your Sri Vidya Tantra, which is Swatantram, that means it is an independent Tantra. It is the independent Tantra belonging only to Devi. It goes directly to Devi. It doesn't have any other significance attached to it other than Devi. Devi is the subject. Swatantram Akhila Purushartha Eka Ghatana. Okay, when you say Devi is the subject, okay, it will teach you how to reach Devi, how to attain moksha. So it will not teach you Dharma, Artha, Kama, the other Purusharthas. No. Akhila Purushartha Eka Ghatana. All Purusharthas are there as benefits of this Sri Vidya Upasana. All Purusharthas, that is Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. All four Purusharthas, Akhila Purushartha. No Purushartha is left out. Akhila Purushartha Eka Ghatana. All Purusharthas in one place you will not find anywhere else. This is the only place, this is the only Tantra, Sri Vidya Tantra, which is Swatantra, which goes directly to Devi and which showers on you the four Purushartha. This is the only place. Purushartha Eka Ghatana. This Tantram Shititalam Avati Itarat Idam means he is once again emphasizing Idam Swatantram Tantram. This Tantra which we are going through. Shititalam Avati Itarat, he brought it down on earth. He made it available. He manifested it on earth. Avati Tarat, Avataranam we say, isn't it? Avatara. Avatara is coming down. Avataranam is coming down. Bhagavan or Bhagavati comes down in a form which we can see, which we can perceive. So that is Avataranam. So same way, this Tantra which was not available, which was not perceptible to human beings, he made it perceptible, he made it available to human beings. on earth. Kshititalam avati tarate. That shows the great compassion of Devi, and that is why Shankara is using a strong term, Atisandhaya. He cheated. Well, cheating means here he offered those siddhis and then he thought his job is done because these fellows don't deserve anything more. They will not anyway be interested in moksha, attaining Devi, etc. That was the thought process. So that is how very interestingly it has been put. Now, when Shiva manifested this Sri Vidya Tantra, he did not do it directly. What he did, he of course taught a few rishis. 5 rishis were taught by him. Vasishtha, Sanaka, Shuka, Sanandana, and Sanat Kumara. These 5 rishis elaborated it and created a grantha called Subhagama Panchakam. That is Subhagama Panchakam is the root of all our Sri Vidya knowledge. And Subhagama Panchakam was created by these rishis at the instance of Parameshwara. And what we are calling a Samayachara, the mental puja, is all coming out of this Subhagama Panchakam. Now, the 64 tantras, there are names for it. All of the 64 are listed, available. It starts with Mahamaya, Shambaram, etc., etc. Chatushtya tantraihi sakalam atisandhaya bhuvanam chitat tat siddhi prasava paratantrai pashupatihi पुनस्त्वन्निर्बन्धादखिल पुरुषार्थैकघटना स्वतन्त्रं ते तन्त्रं क्षितितलमवातीतरदिदम्
शिवशक्तिः कामः क्षितिरथरविशीतकिरणः स्मरोऽहं सः शक्रः तदनु च परामारहरयः अमीहृल्लेखाभिस्तिसृभिरवसानेषु घटिता भजन्ते वर्णास्ते तव जननि नामावयवताम्.
Now this is the crux of the whole thing, the Panchadashakshari mantra. The mantra is being taught to us by Adi Shankara. Now, he didn't want to expose the mantra to us, but having started the subject of Sri Vidya, he could not but refer to it. So when you teach a mantra, when a guru teaches the mantra, he teaches the mantra in all its proper format. But when you include it in another text like the Saundarya Lahari or Purana, you don't mention the mantra directly. You give indication, sanketa. Only by sanketa you tell this is how the mantra is constructed. If you look at Devi Bhagavatam, there are many mantras of Devi, many. And none of the mantras will be directly taught to you. Even ordinary mantra like say Om Krishnaya Swaha, they will say the Chaturthi Vibhakti of Krishna, instead of saying Krishnaya, he will say Chaturthi Vibhakti of Krishna, then followed by the consort of Agni, instead of saying Swaha, he will say consort of Agni, and instead of saying Om, he will say starting with Pranava, like this he will describe. All indirectly mentioned, nothing directly mentioned. That is the way mantras are revealed to us. Now here he is revealing the greatest mantra of Devi, Panchadashakshari mantra. So naturally he will not directly reveal it. He will reveal it in a very indirect manner. That's what he is doing. Now, Panchadashakshari mantra has got 3 sections. They are called kotas: Vagbhava kota, Kamaraja kota, and Shakti kota. The first one has got 4 letters. Now, these mantras do not have words like normally we are used to. Panchakshara mantra, Namah Shivaya, there are 2 words. Pancha Akshara, there are 5 aksharas, but composed in 2 words. Words are clearly available, we understand the meaning, etc., etc. But here it is not so. All the 4 of the first kota are only aksharas, all the 5. Similarly, all 4. Similarly, the second one, 6, is aksharas again. Then the third one, again, 4 aksharas, 5, 6, and 4. So, and each of these called Kotas, Vagbhava Kota, Kamaraja Kota, and Shakti Kota, and each of those kotas end with Hrim. So 3 letters are known to us. The first kota ends with Hrim, second kota ends with Hrim, third kota ends with Hrim. And the whole thing is known as Kadi Vidya. Kadi means starting with Ka. So first letter of the first kota is also known, that should be Ka. So we know Ka, we know Hrim, then the second one ends with Hrim, third one also ends with Hrim. This much is told, this much is known to us. Now he has to reveal the other letters. Each letter is a Bijakshara related to Devi, related to a particular aspect of Devi. Now what is that aspect? That aspect is being given here. The aspect of Devi, which has a direct connotation with that letter, is mentioned here so that you will understand, oh, this means that letter. That is the way the indication is given, Sanketa is given. Now, let us start understanding the letter through the references. The first reference is Shivaha. Shiva is associated with the letter Ka. We said, no, starts with Kadi Vidya. This Kadi Vidya is given this name to distinguish it from another Vidya called Hadi Vidya, where instead of Ka, it starts with Ha. And that is associated with Lopamudra, Agastya's consort. She is the one who developed, who revealed that Vidya. To her, this Vidya is revealed, we can say, and she revealed it to others. Like this, Durvasa has got a Vidya, Durvasa Vidya, there are slight differences are there in the mantras. Generally, we are using Kadi Vidya in all our pujas. So, we will start with that. Shiva, that's why Adi Shankara also is teaching us only the same mantra, starting with Kadi Vidya. Shivaha, that is Ka. Shakti is A. Kamaha, that is Manmatha, that is E. Shiti Ratha, that is La. So the first is over now. Ka, A, E, La. Shiva, Shakti, Kama, Shiti. And it ends with him. He is not saying that, he is going to say that later. Ravihi, second, that is Ha. Shita Kiranaha, that is moon, that is Sa. Maraha, that is Manmatha, that is Ka again. These letters get repeated, associated with different devatas. Ka we said Shiva, now we are saying Ka is associated with Smara. Now this can only be understood by jnanis. Why, how, we cannot explain that. Then Hamsaha is letter Ha. Chakraha, that is Indra, that is La. The second kota is over. Now the third kota, Tadanu, after the two kotas, Para, Mara, Harayaha. Para, Mara and Hari, these are the three. Three letters are left now in the third one. Para is the Supreme Devi, that is the letter is Sa. Maraha is Manmatha. Manmatha was referred to by Kama as E last time, but now it is Ka. Second time he was referred as Mara, again Ka. Now he is referred as Mara, again Ka. Then Hari. Hari is La. La was associated with Shiti last time, Bhumi. Now it is associated with Hari. In fact, being associated with Bhumi has got a reference to Vinayaka because Mooladhara Chakra, every chakra has got a Devata associated. So Mooladhara Chakra is associated with Devata, the Devata who is worshipping Devi at that chakra. Now, Vinayaka is associated with Bhutattva because Bhumi is the Tattva at Mooladhara. That is why when you start with Ganapati Atharva Shirsham, you say first Om Lam Namaste Ganapataye. Instead of starting with Namaste Ganapataye, you say Om Lam. Where is the Lam coming from? Lam coming from this. Lam coming from Shiti. Shiti is connected with Mooladhara Chakra. Mooladhara Chakra is connected with Vinayaka. That is the connection. Now, having described the letters of the three kotas, now he is completing it. I mean, these letters, Hrillega Tutribihi Avasaneshu Ghatita Avasaneshu. At the ends of the three kotas, there are three Hrillekhas. Hrilekha Bihi Tutribihi. Cream is conveyed by the word Hrilekha. Nothing is conveyed directly. No? So he cannot convey Hrim also directly. So he is saying Hrilekha. Hrilekha means three. So three Hrims are there at the three kotas at the ends. Avasane, Sughatita. That is how the Sri Panchadishakshari mantra is constructed. Bhajante varnaste tava janani namavayavatam. These varnaha, these letters which we have seen, individually they are only letters, but together they constitute three kutas and the whole thing constitutes Panchadashakshari mantra, 15 lettered mantra. So they are the letters te varnaha, te nama, tava nama avayavatam. They form parts of your nama. Avayava is parts. They form parts of your nana. Oh mother, they bhajante, they attain the status of part of your nama. They are letters. By themselves they are only letters. But when they are together, they become your avayava, your part of your nama. And nama is higher than nami. That is what Shastra says, isn't it? Nama is higher than the person whose nama it is. Nama is higher than Devi in this case. Panchadashakshari mantra is higher than Devi. That is why there is so much of secrecy about it. Now, commentators have extolled this mantra as usual, naturally. Commentators say that if you chant this mantra once, this Panchadashakshari mantra, it is equivalent to chanting Gayatri mantra 3 times. Each of the 3 kotas is equivalent to one Gayatri mantra chanting. And these 3 kotas are generally representing all the 3 states which are associated with us, with created beings. That is Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, Sattva, Rajo, Tamas, Akara, Ukara, Makara. In Onkara, after Akara, Ukara, Makara, there is an Ardhamatra, which was referred to as the Turiya, the fourth state. There is a state beyond the fourth, because beyond the third, beyond the 3, because the 3 refer to our normal human state, either waking up or in deep sleep or in dream. You are in one of the 3 states. You have never gone to the 4th state. 4th state is Samadhi. When you are in the body, but you are not in the body. It's a very strange thing. You are no doubt in the body, but you have lost all your body consciousness and you have become one with Devi. That is Samadhi state. So that state is not covered in this Panchadashakshari mantra. It is covering only the 3 states. Trikhando Matrika Mantraha Somasurjyanala Atmakaha. 3 parts, 3 khandas, Trikhanda, Matrika Mantraha. Mantraha consisting of the letters. Soma Surya Analatmakaha, another way of explaining it. It gives Chandra, Agni and Surya, powers of those, connected with those devatas. Like we have in the Kundalini Marga, Sushumna Marga, we have the 3 mandalas, isn't it? Agni Mandala, Surya Mandala and Soma Mandala. Same thing here. Now, there also it was 3. And after the 3, after Ajna Chakra, then only if you go up, then you meet with Sahasrara and you get the Amrita Dhara and then you become immortal. Isn't it? So there is a 4th state there also. Your 3 states stop with Ajna Chakra. So here also it starts with the 3. Then what is so great about this Panchadashakshari mantra? Where is the 4th state? So this question has been answered by saints, though Adi Shankara is not giving the answer here directly, because he didn't want to reveal the 4th state. Even this he was unwillingly revealed. So how will he reveal the other one? If you add one more letter, then that is called Shodashakshari mantra, 16-lettered mantra. That after adding that mantra is representing the 4th state, Turiya Sthiti. So that letter is Shri Lakshmi Bijam. That is not mentioned here, but this is mentioned by commentators as an information to us. It's all only for information. We are not supposed to chant this mantra. We are not supposed to go into details unless you have been initiated by a guru, competent guru. After initiation, you have to go through certain rituals and practice the chanting on a certain basis every day, etc., etc. There are rules associated with that. You have to follow those rules. And these rules are generally associated with Sri Chakra Puja, not simply chanting the mantra. So only when you are going to do Sri Chakra Puja, this mantra is taught to you. And then you are initiated into the mantra, you chant the mantra, and then you do the Sri Chakra Puja. So it is a situation like that, it is a requirement like that. not to be chanted any way you like. Even Gayatri Mantra, so much of preparation is there before we are taught Gayatri Mantra, isn't it? There's a separate ceremony, Upanayana, the Purohit comes, there is a lot of rituals out there. Then finally we are taught. Now, of course, Gayatri Mantra is being aired on public audio system, which is totally prohibited in our Shastra. So that is the secrecy of Gayatri Mantra. So this the Panchashakti Mantra is even more secret. So we have to keep up that spirit. Shiva Shakti Kamaha Shitiratharavishitakiranaha Maroham Sashakra Sadanucha Paramara Harajaha Amihrilekha Sudhiravasane Sughatita Bhajante Varnaste Tavajanani Namavayavatam.
स्मरं योनिं लक्ष्मीं त्रितयमिदमादौ तव मनोः निधायैके नित्ये निरवधि महाभोगरसिकाः भजन्ति त्वां चिन्तामणिगुणनिबद्धाक्षवलयाः शिवाग्नौ जुह्वन्तः सुरभिघृतधाराहुतिशतैः.
Now in this shloka, he is revealing another mantra called the Saubhagya Panchadashi mantra. This is how commentators have interpreted. We saw the Panchadashi mantra in the last shloka. This is Saubhagya Panchadashi by adding 3 more letters in the front at the beginning. At the beginning, you add 3 more letters. Now, those 3 we are anyway chanting in our Gayatri mantra. Before starting the actual Gayatri mantra, we say Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha, Bhuhu Bhuvaha Swaha. The 3 Vyahritis are chanted there. Similarly, there are 3 letters, and if you add that, it becomes the Saubhagya Panchadashi mantra, and that is being hailed by a lot of aspirants. How they hail it, he is describing in this shloka. Smaram yonim lakshmim tritayamidau adau tava manoho nidhayaike nitye niravadhi mahabhogarasikaha. Tava manoho adau. Mano means mantra. Your mantra, at the beginning of your mantra has been mentioned in the previous sloka. At the beginning of your mantra, idam tritayam nidhaya, adding these 3 letters at the beginning of your mantra, which 3? Smaram yonim lakshmi. Again, he will not reveal to us the letters directly, so he will reveal to us indirectly. Smaram is Manmatha, that is clean. In fact, the clean mantra is known as Kamaraja Bija. We have seen it before. When we saw Kamakala Dhyanam, at that time we referred to it. Then Yonim refers to Devi Bhuvaneshwari Bija. That is Hri, the original, the basic Devi Bija. Lakshmi, that is Shreem. Just now we saw Shreem as a part of the Shodashakshari mantra. Now the same Shreem comes instead of at the end, instead of at the tail, it comes at the front now. In fact, he is putting it as Kleem, Hreem, Shreem here, but actually when they chant it as Shreem, Hreem, Kleem. Maybe with a purpose he is putting it in this order. Nidhaya Eke. Nitya is an address. O Nitya, O Nitye. You are Shashvata, you are ever present. You are not affected by time, past, present and future. Eke, some people, it is given to only some sadhakas. When they chant this, what happens to them? Niravadhi Mahabhoga Rasikaha. They enjoy Mahabhoga, extreme happiness. Unlimited, Niravadhi, unlimited, extreme pleasure. Actually, Bhoga is pleasure, not happiness, but we should understand it as happiness in this context. Because we are not talking about pleasure generated by Indriya. We have gone to a state where Indriya pleasure has no meaning to us. We have lost our body consciousness. That is the state. So, Niravadhi Mahabhoga Rasikaha, that is Bhoga for them. This is the enjoyment for them. Rasikaha, that is what they enjoy. As if we enjoy our normal sensual pleasures, they enjoy this pleasure which is unlimited. Bhajanti tvam chintamani guna nibaddha kshavalayaha. How do they enjoy? They enjoy as if chintamani guna nibaddha akshavalayah. Akshavalaya is akshamala. In akshamala there is a string which connects all the akshas, isn't it? Rudra akshas. Now, what is the string here? Chintamani guna. Guna is a string. It's not guna which is printed here. Guna. Ta ta da da na. That's na, the last. So guna is a string. Chintamani guna. Chintamani stone are being used as if it is a string. Look at that. As if they are chanting this mantra using this akshamala, where Chintamani is the connecting string. That means what? Whatever they wish, they will get in no time on their hands. When instead of the akshamala, whatever their wish will be fulfilled right on their hands. Shivagnau Jukvantaha Surabhi Ghrita Dhara Huti Shataihi. They also, it's all mental process. There is no akshamala in their hands. There is no Agni in front of them. Now Agni is coming. Shivagnau Jukvantaha. They do Ahuti in Shivagni, which is in front of them. That is the feeling. It's all mental process. That Agni is called Shivagni. In fact, all the Agnis in all the yagas are actually connected with Shiva only. There are lots of yagas where the Yajna Vedi is given a Garuda shape, for example. Even when the Yajna Vedi is Garuda shape, there are processes for constructing Yajna Vedis, and there are benefits only for constructing the Yajna Vedis. So after having constructed the Yajna Vedi, when the Agni is invoked, that Agni is again connected to Shiva only, even in those yagas. All Agnis are connected with Shiva generally, and in this case, Shiva Agni is a triangular Yajnavedi. Shiva Agnau Juhvantaha, they offer their ahutis in that Shiva Agni. What ahuti? Surabhigrita Dhara, ahuti Shataihi. Hundreds of ahutis they are offering with a flow of Ghrita. Ghrita is ghee, with a flow of ghee. Every ahuti is a flow, continuous dhara of ghee. How this ghee is produced? Surabhi, that is Kamadhenu. From Kamadhenu's milk, the ghee has been produced, and with that ghee, they are offering hundreds of ahutis in the Agni called Shiva Agni. That is the feeling. When they chant this mantra, they feel as if they are submitting themselves at the altar of Shiva Agni with using this Ghrita. What they are offering? They are offering this mantra. This mantra is offered as an ahuti in the Shivagni by them mentally. And they, at the same time, they are also using this Akshamala, which is strung with Chintamani, strung together with Chintamani. Now, Akshamala has been interpreted as Tamramanis connected together by Chintamani. That is an interpretation given by the commentators. स्मरं योनिं लक्ष्मीं धृतयमिदमादौ तव मनोः निधायैके नित्ये निरवधि महाभोगरसिकाः भजन्ति त्वां चिन्तामणिगुणनिबद्धाक्षवलयाः शिवाग्नौ जुह्वन्तः सुरभिघृतधाराहुतिशतैः.
शरीरं त्वं शम्भोः शशिमिहिरवक्षोरुहयुगं त्वात्मानं मन्ये भगवति नवात्मानमनघम् अतः शेषशेषीत्ययमुभयसाधारणतया स्थितः सम्बन्धो वां समरसपरानन्दपरयोः.
This shloka refers to what is called Shesha Sheshi Bhavam. And the benefit for this is, the benefit for the last shloka was Sakala Saubhagyam, all Saubhagya, because that was the Saubhagya mantra. And here, for this shloka, the benefit is the growth of peace, giving respect to each other. A peaceful atmosphere at home, mutual respect that will grow. Growth of mutual respect and peace at home. That is the benefit. Shesha Sheshi means Sheshi is the master, Shesha is the slave. Sheshi is the one who possesses Shesha. Shesha is the possession, Sheshi is the possessor. This is the normal understanding of Shesha Sheshi. In fact, it is normally used in Vaishnava literature because Bhagavan is the Sheshi and all the beings are Sheshas because they are the possessions of Bhagavan and we have to go to Bhagavan ultimately. That is the philosophy there. So, whether that theory applies to Shiva Shakti, there is the question that is being answered in this sloka. Shariram tvam shambhoho shashimihira vakshoruhayugam yugam tavatmanam manye bhagavati navatmanam. Tvam shambhoho shariram, O Devi, you are the body for Shambhu. And you have Shashimihira Vakshoruhayugam, you have Surya and Chandra as your two breasts. Tavatmanam manye bhagavati navatmanam anagham. Your Atma, I consider, Tavatmanam manye, O Bhagavati. Your Atma is Shiva. You are the body of Shiva and your Atma is Shiva. Navatmanam anagham. Who is Shiva? Navatmanam anagham. Anagha means free from sins, free from blemishes. Agha is sin. Navatmanam, he has 9 aspects. Shiva with 9 aspects. That is, even earlier we described Shiva as having 9 aspects. Now again, that reference is coming. Now here, the 9 aspects are all connected with creation, created beings. Shiva is not connected with creation as we know. Shiva is connected only with jnana and moksha and he is a standalone devata. Only when he associates with Shakti, when he is standalone, he is jnana, moksha, jnana swarupa, moksha swarupa. When he is associated with Shakti, then creation comes in. Without Shakti, no creation. So, but here, he is described as the Navatmanam, Nava aspect, now 9 aspects. Kala, Kula, Nama, Jnana, Jnana is of course there. Chitta, Nada, Bindu, Kala, and Jiva. Now, if you look at all this, Kala, Kula, Nama, Chitta, forgetting Jnana, Chitta, Nada, Bindu, Kala are all processes of creation, starting with Nada, sound. Then Jiva. Jiva is definitely created being. Now, starting with Kala, time, going with to Kula, lineage, name, Manas, now the Bindu Kala, or the 3 stages of creation, then Jiva is the final created being. Now, all this is associated with creation, with which Shiva is generally not associated. But here he says, Shiva is your Atma. That shows there is no Shesha Sheshi Bhava. He has acquired your properties and you have acquired his properties. His property is jnana and you are giver of jnana. His property is moksha, you are giver of moksha. Your property is creation. He is now saying, I am associated with 9 aspects of creation. So this kind of mutual dependence, mutual acquisition of each other's qualities. So mutuality in all respects, that is samarasa. अतः शेषी शेष शेषी इत्ययमुभय साधारणतया स्थितः सम्बन्धो वाम समरस परानंद परयोः अतः शेष शेषी इति is normally understood शेष शेषी bhava, that is master and slave bhava. Ubhaya sadharanataya, since both of you are equal, sadharana is here to be understood as equal. Ubhaya sadharanataya, that is one I cannot call as Sheshan, another as I cannot call as Sheshi. Because both are Shesha and both are Sheshi. Now, whom to call as Shesha, whom to call as Sheshi? Ubhaya sadharanataya, that is Shesha Sheshi description applies to both of you. That is Ubhaya sadharanataya. Sthita sambandha, this is the sambandha between you. Shesha Sheshi sambandha is not there. If it is there, it is mutual. That is, one is Shesha, another is Sheshi. Then one is Sheshi, another is Shesha. It applies to both of you. If at all you want to use this sambandha, this is the way you have to use it. Sthita sambandho vam. Why? Samarata parananda parayoho. Because you are equally enjoying supreme bliss, para ananda parayoho. The supreme state of supreme ananda. Parayoho means the two of you. The two of you are enjoying the pinnacle of bliss, samarasa, in equal form, in equal extent. In equal extent, in each other's company, you are enjoying supreme bliss, and your activities also just now described or mutually sharing each other's. So where is the question of Shesha Sheshi? So Shesha Sheshi is also mutual in this case. That is the conclusion he comes to. In other words, he has now brought in Shiva as uh, an equal partner with Devi in all the activities. Because in the next seven shlokas, he is going to do that. He is going to show Shiva as an equal partner in the six chakras of the body, seven chakras of the body. One by one, he is describing those chakras in the balance shlokas, which we will see tomorrow. Sariram tam shambhoho shashimihiravaktorohayugam तवात्मानं मन्ये भगवति नवात्मानमनघम् अतशेषेषीत्ययमुभय साधारणतया स्थितः सम्बन्धो वाम means to you, yours. Samarasa Parananda Parayoho. We close for the day. We have actually exceeded our time. We have been behind schedule. I don't know why in the morning we are covering more, in the evening we are covering less for some odd reason. I cannot fathom that reason. So I thought I'll take a little more time, at least come close to what I have covered in the morning. I have not even still equaled it. So we will close for the day now. And any questions?
One question, Mama, on Shloka 33.
What is the meaning of Juhvantaha? Juhvantaha means offering in Agni. Juhu means offering in Agni. Any ahuti, offering any ahuti in Agni. That action of offering is Juhvantaha. So we close for the day, and I wish all of you all the best, and I invite all of you to join me tomorrow in this Jnana Yajna of Saundarya Lahari and immersing ourselves in this bliss of Saundarya Lahari tomorrow evening at 6:30 IST as usual. Nama Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadeva Sri Rajarajeshwarya Jaya Jaya.